Did you know that when the silence of nature is your only companion, something far more terrifying than a wild animal could be standing right outside your tent? There's a predator in the dark more vicious than any bear or wolf, and that predator is man. I've spent countless nights alone in the wilderness. Camping in the middle of nowhere was a habit of mine, a way to disconnect. But one trip changed everything and shattered my confidence forever. I was camped out by a mountain river in Maine. It was late. The campfire had died down to glowing embers, and I was tucked into my sleeping bag, trying to stay warm in the sub-zero air. That's when I heard it. Someone or something was circling my tent with very deliberate, slow footsteps. At first, it was just the distant crunch of dry branches, but then the sound moved right up to the edge of my tent. I held my breath, listening. The footsteps weren't heavy enough for a large animal. I tried to convince myself it was just a curious fox. To break the tension, I called out from inside. "Hello? Anyone there?" Total silence. No answer. I slowly unzipped the tent and peered out. It was so pitch black I couldn't even see my own hand. Right then, a few yards away, a sharp light snapped on, the bluish glow of a smartphone screen, and then it vanished just as quickly. My skin crawled. This wasn't an animal. There was a person standing out there, hiding in the dark, refusing to answer me. If you're feeling the hair stand up on your neck, hit that subscribe button right now, because this story is about to take a terrifying turn. I was shaking. Staying in that tent was a death sentence. I grabbed my essentials and bolted through the dark toward my truck. Luckily, it wasn't far. I scrambled inside, slammed the locks, and fumbled with the keys. I went to floor it, but then came a sickening, grinding noise. The dashboard lit up with a warning: low tire pressure. I slammed on the brakes. My heart was hammering against my ribs like a sledgehammer. I shined my flashlight out the window, and my stomach dropped. All 4 of my tires had been slashed to ribbons. Someone had been waiting in the woods, sabotaging my only way out. I was trapped in a metal cage in the middle of the wilderness. I glanced at the rearview mirror, and my blood turned to ice. A dark shadow was standing perfectly still right behind the trunk. He wasn't moving, just watching me through the glass. I didn't wait. I grabbed my licensed rifle, kicked the door open, and screamed, "Get away from my truck! I will not hesitate to shoot!" At the sound of my voice, the shadow slowly melted back into the deep woods. I dialed 911 with trembling hands. An hour later, when the red and blue lights of the state trooper's car cut through the trees, I felt like I'd been born again. Tonight, if you're planning a solo trip into the mountains, ask yourself, is that sound outside your tent just a hungry animal? Or is someone out there timing your every breath? Be careful. Are your tires okay? You might want to check. Someone might be waiting to cut off your last exit. How did you like this story? Does the idea of a human predator in the wild scare you more than a ghost? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever had a creepy encounter while camping? Share your story with us. What other dark forests or psychological horrors should I cover next? If you like this video, share it with your friends. Thanks for watching until the very end. I'll see you in the next mystery. Stay subscribed. And hey, before you turn off the lights, check your driveway. Is one of your tires looking a little low? Or is someone in the dark just waiting for you to call for help?